What's happening, guys? Gemma here and back again for another gaming related video, and today we're taking a look at that magical white box that I showed on Wednesday's pickups video. Some of you were very disgruntled that I didn't show it, but I was very clear that it would be a separate video. And this, ladies and gentlemen, might look like an ordinary PlayStation 2 console, but it isn't. In fact, it is a press kit, very limited in numbers to around 5,000, which we're going to take a look at at the end of the video. And this was, like I said, a press kit, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what's in it because I was blown away. And I do admit that I walked past it a couple of times at the gaming market and naively thought that it was a PlayStation 2, as did many members of the press when this was given out to them back in 2000 at the PlayStation 2 launch. Now, you saw on the back there like a little blue strip. There's a tray that actually pulls out of the back, which we're going to take a look at. There's a pamphlet in there, and then in the CD case there's also a couple of CDs in there which I will show you. You'll also see some really nice detail on this. Now, I'm going to show you guys every single page of what is in here, and here on my channel I like to bring things that aren't as talked about. There's not a massive amount of information about this online. I cannot find any on eBay. Feel free to point me out and say that I'm wrong. Tweet me some links, let me know some information. I'm sure there's a bit of stuff on Reddit. But yeah, whatever, I might actually post some pictures of this on Reddit anyway to see if anybody else actually owns one, because I didn't know they existed. Like I said in my video, I love neat, quirky things like this. It really kind of fuels the collector in me, and I just cannot get enough of it. And it's a real great to be able to show some gaming history to you guys, some viewers and some subscribers here on YouTube. Now, like I said, you've got your press CD, there's a hardware and software information DVD, which I'm going to be watching. I haven't watched them yet. When I initially bought it, I only thought there was one CD, but getting home and packing it, there's actually two. And I think that this is probably one of the best press kits I have ever known existed, which admittedly was over the weekend I found out this existed, but it's just so nice, so much attention to detail, and as you guys can see, even the CDs look really nice. They're in great condition. Sorry, not CDs, DVDs. What? And I think it's just really cool that they're just lodged right there in the DVD tray, which is awesome. And then you've got that nice blue plastic over the top. It's just awesome. This tray is quite difficult to like kind of pull out and kind of slide back into the unit itself, but nonetheless it's super cool. There's also something else in here. As you guys can see, members of the press got this PS2 t-shirt. This is unworn, this is still sealed, so I'm gonna keep this completely sealed. I'm not one for kind of, wrecking these types of things too much. And if you're wondering what these things are made of, it's like a kind of a polyfoam, very light. I'll put additional pictures over on Instagram as well. Now, the pamphlet itself just kind of folds out. There's some console specs in this, there's peripheral specs, and there's a whole heap of games, some launch and some just post-launch there. Tons of contact information in the back. Obviously, this being a press kit, information like that was imperative back in the day. So I wanted to show you guys every single page because it's just nice to see some of the games in here that you think, oh yes, of course, this was a launch title, or I played this on demo, and SSX being one of them. So there's a ton of information. I'm just going to kind of focus this in. I can't quite catch the focus there, but we will catch the focus raw and pure here at the TheGebs24 HQ. There we go. This, I believe, is an old PS2 kind of like a debugging dev kit. My friend at Sony, shout out to Andy down in London, he actually messaged me. We talk quite a bit, and he said there used to be one of those sat under his desk, and I was just, to me, that is something that it's like, to me, that's better than meeting royalty. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a royal, but it would be overwhelming. But that's just so cool. I asked him if it was still there, and it wasn't, but nonetheless, you gotta ask these things. But yeah, it's just a nice fun bit of information for you guys there. So we're kind of going through this. Got SSX, Dark Cloud, Ridge Racer 5, some really cool stuff. and I'm just so buzzing with this. I paid, what did I pay? I think I paid 120 quid for this. Like I said, you don't see it on eBay, and this to me is an important part of my collection and a massive part of the gaming history. And like I said, it is my mission to bring you things like this on my channel. So just before we conclude, it's been a much shorter video. These are the lovely people who were behind the creation of this launch kit, and there's a little bit about it. And then here it says that there were 5,000 kits made, and that's from the creative director of Sony, which at the time, I mean, that again, fantastic. I've never seen one, so I'm super grateful. But I'm going to leave it there, gamers. I will be streaming all weekend, and I'll be back for another video on Monday. So in the meantime, hit that subscribe, and thanks for watching.